Maile School has been working with students and training talent since 1982. And we offer classes in image confidence development, on-camera acting, and professional modeling for kids, teens, and adults. Hi, I'm Debby Tapia from the Maile Image Modeling and Acting School, and I've been with the Maile School for 31 years. I started out in the Image and Confidence program and then went on to do the modeling program and the acting program, and had some success in the industry doing commercials and fashion shows. And I've been working here for a long time and really enjoy the business and what the school is all about, helping people to get to where they want to go.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Jenny Rosario de Castellana here with Entertainment Buzz. And as you saw in the video, that is Debby Tapia from the Maile School. She is the owner and instructor and a former model. Let's welcome her to Entertainment Buzz. Debby Tapia, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. We're so excited to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here. I love to talk about the industry and everything that's happening in the business. So thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome. I'm so excited to have you. You're such a great role model in our industry, and you have been to me personally. And so I have to tell you, do you see my glam lashes today?
Yeah, you see my, and we always
Ooh, beautiful. Yes. Oh, yeah. I said, Debbie's coming on the show today. I need to glam it up.
It just makes you good. You know, I love it. I love fashion.
Oh.
So it's all good. You look beautiful.
Thank you. So do you. As always, you always look so gorgeous.
I appreciate it.
So Debby, you've had like quite the journey in this industry, and you're connected with the Maile School, which has such a great history. It's been around for a very long time in the Winter Park area. Tell us how you began your career with the Maile School.
My goodness. Yes, the Maile School has been here since 1982. And how I to be part of the Maile School is I came as a student back in 1988. You know, I was graduated high school and I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do and what path I wanted to go on. So I knew about the Maile School. I knew it was a great school and a great reputation. And my parents actually enrolled me in an image class to give me some direction and confidence and some, you know, interviewing techniques and things like that. So that's kind of how I started at the Maile School, was as a student. And then I continued on and did the image program. And then I continued on and did the modeling program. And then I started to have industry opportunities. So I started, you know, my career that way.
Yeah, I was saying you have such a great inspirational story, you know, to have started as a student and worked your way up to the owner of the school now.
I did. I took classes here, and then I started just part-time as a receptionist, the front desk girl, as I would say. And then just as the years went by, I started doing more and more, and I started teaching, and then really fell in love with teaching the students and the girls, and you know, really the confidence part of it. I love to help students build their confidence, and whatever their passion is or whatever their goal for coming here is, I really like to help people achieve their goals. It's hard out there, so when they come here, this is a safe place and it's a safe environment for people, and I always want people to feel that way when they're here at the Maile School.
I could definitely attest to that. I've seen you work with these students, and you just have such a wonderful personality, and you really do help them boost their confidence and just leave such a great imprint on their lives. So as a student,
whatever they want to do, whether it's modeling or acting, it really starts with confidence. So
exactly,
I focus on that in everything that we do here, and that's what I'm all about.
And so you've been through everything that the students are going through, but you've also worked as a model and an actor yourself, right? After the training?
I did. I started, you know, around 18 or 19. And even to this day, you know that there's work for all ages. I did modeling. I did fashion shows. I did commercials, and it was just really a fun environment to be in. So many people think it can be negative. Oh, I don't want to get into modeling because of this. Well, you kind of create your own path. So
yes,
my path, and it was a positive one. I didn't get caught up in any of that. So
right,
it's fun. It's super fun.
It is so much fun, and it's hard to get into a negative a negative path here in the commercial market anyway, because commercials are, you know, they're happy, they're all about family. So it's really different from what people have in their mind of maybe the film and television world. And sometimes they don't understand that until they kind of get their feet wet.
You don't really get it until you're in the business. So many people call the school and like, well, my daughter wants to do it, but I'm not sure if it's a safe thing. Well, it's a safe thing if you are connected with the right people. That's
exactly.
The education, training, and knowing what to do and how to do it.
Yes. And you mentioned the age factor too, because I run into that a lot also. People will say, oh, I'm too old to be an actor or a model. And I say, no, it's ageless. You can be an actor or a model.
Who says that? Don't say that. Don't be saying that. No, it is.
Right.
We start our classes at 4 and we go up to 84, and there's work for everybody. You think about what we sell here. Families and happy and Disney and retirement and golf courses. So there is work for all age groups here.
Absolutely.
Figuring out what you want to do and going for it.
I was on set last week, and there was a lady on set who was perfect. She's played my mom before, but it's been a while since I worked with her. And when I saw her, she says, hey, Jenny, do you ever need a mom or, you know, have kids that need a grandma? I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. Why did I think about that? Yes, you need to be my TV mom.
That's perfect. Exactly. Exactly what it is.
Exactly. So we have this really nice clip that Fox News did on the Maile School, and we'd love to share that with our audience.
Yes, please.
Let's take a look.
Opportunity.
Not get to take theater when they head back to class because of the pandemic.
But a local private acting school is able to fill the drama void. Fox 35's David Martin shows us why classes are filling up fast.
Okay, you ready? Slate and action.
No, my name is Helika Wolf, Caleb Bashnik, Valentina DeLiz, Isabel Liz, Michael Averbach, Alexander Averbach, Rebecca Oregon. No matter what age you are, M&M's always taste great. And colors, red, yellow, green, and blue. They melt in my mouth, not in my hands. M&M's.
These young actors may be the next household names on Netflix, Disney, Fox, and ABC.
Everybody look up and go, yay!
Because those are just some of the networks that Maile Image Modeling and Acting School students have landed.
We've had a lot of successful graduates come through our school.
Debby Tapia is the school's vice president.
Action.
Her elite academy is for any age, any experience. It's been around in Winter Park since 1982.
All of the classes at the Maile School focus on confidence and self-esteem and things like interviewing and stage presence and how you're speaking and communication skills. So
those are the skills needed for TV, film, and modeling.
Okay, strike a little pose.
Not the typical agenda in a regular public school, especially now that extracurriculars, such as theater programs, have temporarily gone by the wayside. The Maile School is filling that void.
We are still offering our classes such as acting after school. We have classes on Saturdays. We have activities for like confidence and on-camera acting, posture and poise and etiquette. We have vocal lessons. So we are still offering things, and we're going to be offering more after school things since the schools are canceling those type of activities.
And the classes fill up fast, partly because they're only operating at 50% ever since reopening after the pandemic lockdown.
Usually we would have like 12 or 14 in the class. So now we're having to keep our classes at like 6 or 7.
Masks, temperature checks, sanitizer, and social distancing are all new aspects to the program. But satisfying a child's dream of being a big star and a parent's justification for tuition are still time-honored goals at the Maile School.
We are so happy when someone finishes a program and the parents are pleased with what they learned. And that makes us really happy that we did our job as a school here too.
In Winter Park, David Martin, Fox 35.
That was such well-deserved coverage, Debbie. Love it.
Very nice of the David Martin from Fox to come out here and cover our school. It was really a nice opportunity to showcase what we do here. So I was
absolutely
grateful, especially during that time.
Absolutely. And I just love watching the kids in the classes. They really enjoy it, and they walk away not just with acting skills, but like you mentioned in the video, they're really life skills that they can use in any area of life, whether they become actors or not.
They really are. We just want it to be a positive experience when they come to our school and have fun and build confidence. And if they get that, we did our job as a school. So we're happy.
You do that and then more. I wish I had that opportunity when I was a kid.
I know it's a very unique thing that we do here.
It is. And, you know, I have to say, I work with a lot of children in the entertainment industry. And of course, I have a lot of kids in my family, and kids in general are just very smart and resilient. But these children that get this kind of training and exposure, I feel like they're really tapping into that potential that all children have, but they're not exposed to.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, some people come here because they really want to pursue the business and maybe try to be on a commercial or audition. And then some people, parents send them here for fun or confidence. Mm-hmm. So everybody has a different goal for coming to a class. Different too.
Exactly. Okay, we're going to come back with more with Debby Tapia right after this commercial break.
At Duke Energy, we deliver electricity and so much more, like free home energy assessments, rebates for energy-saving improvements, payment options to help you better manage your budget, and even bill credits for helping the community use less energy. So no matter what you're doing, we can help you make better energy choices every day. It's just another way we bring power to your life. How much can you save?
Welcome back with Debby Tapia from the Maile School. So Debby, you offer a lot of unique things at your school. And I understand that you're certified as an etiquette trainer through the American School of Protocol in Atlanta, Georgia. Tell us about that.
Well, yes. Etiquette training is an important skill to have. It's not by the wayside. But yes, back in, many years ago, maybe 8 years ago, I decided to become, I just wanted to add some education to my resume and my background. So I took a certified etiquette training class in Atlanta. It was the American School of Protocol. It was a 4-day class, and you learned all the types of etiquette with dining and manners and social. And that was another added program that we wanted to add to the Maile Schools. So I kind of created that class for our school. So I went to Atlanta, and it was a 4-day training class. And I'm telling you what, it was not easy as you think it would be. I mean, we had to be at breakfast at 7 a.m. We had to learn everything. And then we had lunch, and then we had dinner, and then we had like business things. So we were learning all types of eating is that involved, but it is, and I learned about it. I passed the class, thank goodness.
So when I'm in a fancy restaurant, you're the one I have to text and ask, which fork do I use first and which spoon? So my understanding is you have to work from outwards inwards, right?
Yes, you do. And there's little tricks that I teach my students. I have a whole etiquette class that we do, and then part of our image curriculum, we do an etiquette class for the girls, and it's really kind of fun. I kind of thought it was I don't want to say a boring thing to learn, but we make it really fun.
Right.
So the learning is fun and not so boring, but it's a cool thing. The kids really like it. I'm amazed when I teach a class and they enjoy it, or I'll ask them what they liked about the program, and they said the etiquette class. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I guess what we're doing is working. So it's something that it's needed. You never know.
Definitely.
I teach the girls. I said, if you're ever on set and you have to go to a fancy dinner or in business, or if you're going to meet your boyfriend's parents, you want to have a class.
Or if you're Meghan Markle and you get to marry the Prince of England.
Right. I would have taught her some etiquette. And so, but yes, it was really fun. Like I said, it was like a 4-day class, and it was an experience. It was challenging, but I did it, and I wanted to add that credential, to my background and my resume and all that.
I love that. That's so unique, and it's not something that gets enough attention anymore. I need to take your class because I need to touch up on my restaurant etiquette.
Yes, it's fun though.
And our sponsor,
thing.
our sponsor of today's show is the Tea Room Experience. So I recommend that everyone take your etiquette class first and then go to the Tea Room Experience.
I'll do private etiquette classes. Absolutely.
There you go. Now, is this something that boys can benefit from too?
Oh, yes. I have the male students come in and I teach them how to, the chair comes out, how to be a host. And oh, yes, we kind of do it from the minute you enter the room the proper way. And we have the whole dining set up. And it's a little different now because of COVID.
Right.
We'll have our table setting and we can social distance a little bit with that. But I know we're going to get back to where we were before.
Absolutely. Well, that's so great to know. And so a lot of people assume that that's just for girls. And that's why I wanted to ask that and bring light to that, because boys need to know their etiquette also.
It's
and
males and females. Everybody
yes,
needs to learn some skills.
Yes. And so boys need to be gentlemen, right?
Yes. Yes.
Very cool. I raised my son going to the tea rooms, and so I try to teach him as much etiquette as possible. And I have to say, it has really come in handy now that he's an older teenager and getting exposed to a lot of classy events. It has come in handy.
Learn these things. These are skills that they're just everyday life skills. You don't really forget them.
Right.
You really can use these techniques and skills that you learn that'll go on with you in the different stages of your life.
Right. So would you consider yourself or the Maile School kind of like a modern day finishing school for girls and boys?
I don't like the word finishing school. I would rather you say confidence school. We're the modern day, we're the training facility for image modeling and acting, confidence, poise, finishing. It just sounds so
right. It has like a negative connotation, right?
But I think we're I like to say that we're a confidence development training facility. I mean, so you can say finishing, but no, that was a long time ago.
Right. So I've had this conversation with people that have small children because I've tried to explain to them what the Maile School does. And, I've said a couple of times, well, it's kind of like a finishing school, but not. It's better. Like they really work on confidence and teaching life skills, and it's just like offers so much more.
It really is leadership and life skills and self-esteem building and presence and feeling really good about yourself. I mean, life can be so hard out there, and even adults or teens, you can get caught up in things and you lose yourself. And we really try to help you find what your passion is and, what your goals are, and really helping you achieve your goals, but also feeling good about why you're achieving them too. So if you have the confidence, then you can move forward and achieve whatever your goal is.
Sure. Once you achieve that, then that's basically the foundation for everything else.
Absolutely.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to really kind of dig into the different things that you offer at the Maile School.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
You need time to stand still or get up and go. You need to unplug or to reconnect with those who matter most. You need to kick back, to dive in, to have your moment in the sun. You need a palace to lift your spirits, to taste the finer things. You need room to feed your soul, to remember why you travel. You need Lowe's. The legendary Lowe's Don Cesar Hotel, St. Pete Beach. The room you need.
Welcome back.
Thank you again for having me on. I'm really appreciative.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you again as well. So Debbie, you have like an amazing team of instructors at your school. Tell us who makes up that team.
Oh my goodness.
And what the thought process was behind this team that you have.
Well, at the Maile School, when we hire instructors, and you've taught here before as well, I hire teachers who are working in the business. They're current.
Right.
They've been through what the students are going through, and they're working actors, and they're auditioning, and they're current people. And I have teachers come in and teach in their area of expertise. So, if I don't have I have a makeup person teach the makeup classes, and they do the makeup for our photo shoots. And with our acting coaches, I have a great team of acting and coaches. You've been here. We've had Jim Braswell.
Yes.
Focuses a lot on our adults and our teens and our advanced level sessions. He does private coaching. He's an actor. If you Google him, you'll see all the things that he's been on. We have Lisa Perez, who really focuses on some of our image and modeling, as well as some of the acting. Shalita Boxey, amazing. I know you know Shalita.
Yes, she is amazing.
Website, you'll see like a whole list of our teachers. I can't name them all. We have Lance Smith.
Right.
We have Stephanie Bowen. We just have a really good team of people, and they're in the business. I really like to have people that are current working actors. So what they're teaching is real experience, and they've been through it, and they're going through it. And we just have a really good team here. And you have to love what you do. I want people to really love being here, because I love it, and I want them to feel that same passion toward the students. So I want the students to have a good experience here.
Right. And just so everyone knows, I have to tell you that I was also a student at the Maile School many, many, many years ago.
I was going to say that, but I wasn't sure. But yes, you're one of our successful graduates. Of course.
Thank you. Yes, of course. I want everybody to know.
Train and talk about yourself, I guess.
Thank you.
So you know what we do here, and you believed in our school, and you've invested in our school, and you know what you got from our school. So
I definitely have. I had a great experience as a student there, and the school really helped to launch my career. And like you said, the teachers are working actors. So it's not like they're retired actors who are teaching you old information. They're current working actors. And so they're teaching you relevant information, things that are happening right now on set, right now in the market.
For sure. That's what we really want. We want it to be current. We don't want to back to the finishing school thing. That's old school where we're not finishing anybody anymore. It's current, and that's what we want.
Yes. And like you said, I do get to teach at the school once in a while. I wish I could do more, but when we're working in the industry, sometimes it's a little hard to do both.
Well, and that's the reason why we have a pool of teachers too, because I'm flexible with their schedules.
Yes.
Get booked for something. Yes. Go do it. Do your thing. Make your money, and then you learned, you can come back here and share with your students the next time you teach. So I'm always about letting the teachers go and book jobs. And, we have a pool of that we can pick from. So whoever someone gets in a class, they're going to get great information. They're going to learn a lot from that teacher.
Exactly. And it provides such great energy to the students too. Because I know from my experience, especially when I've worked with the teens, they just get so excited because I am a working actor. I've had the kids right in front of me go on Google and Google me right there. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is you. You're my teacher.
We want that. We want them to know they can achieve success too. It's not just, I always tell the students, someone they see on TV that they really like or admire, or they see somebody in a movie, that person started somewhere.
Yes.
They took a class and they learned something. Maybe it was theater, or maybe it was an acting class. So everybody started somewhere. You don't just all of a sudden become a star overnight. It doesn't work like that. We teach it really realistic. You're not just don't come in here and say you want to be a star. Come in here and say you want to work hard and you want to take those steps to become successful. That's what we do.
Right. And I talked about this last week. I had like a YouTube sensation on our show last week. And we touched on this, that stars are not made overnight. It takes years before they make their blockbuster debut. There's a lot of work and training that happens before that.
We try to teach it realistic for the kids too. We talk about when they go to an audition, they might not get picked. And it wasn't because they didn't like them. It was maybe because they wanted someone with longer hair or, shorter hair. Or really try to make it real for them. So they're not, they're not taking it personal, and it's not them. So we teach people.
Yes. And when I teach the kids, even if I do private lessons, I teach them the same thing. I've been everything. I've been too tall, too short, too thin, too curvy, too light, too dark, too young, too old. It's like,
and they're done that too. Always, always wanted someone with longer hair. I've never had long hair. So
right.
Short hair girl, I'm getting booked. So I'm so.
Right. When they want freckles and long wavy hair, that's me.
Yep, I get it. I've been through what they're going through too.
Yes. So we're going to show some videos of the classes that you teach. But before that, I want to address that we just saw a video a few minutes ago with children in it. And people often ask, like, what is a good age for children to start?
Okay. Well, we start our classes at the age of 4 because they're a sponge and they can start to really learn. And the market here in this area starts at the age of 4.
Mm-hmm.
We do like a 4 to 6-year-old class that's geared toward non-readers and beginning readers.
Right.
And, well, you've taught that class, and you'll be amazed at what they can learn in there and the techniques that they use and what they have to do at auditions. What we teach in our class is everything that they do at an audition, and we prepare them for that. So 4
exactly.
Really the age to really start teaching a child.
Yes, and that really shocks a lot of people, but
really,
from my personal, they do.
4 years old?
Because if people are new to the industry, they think 4 is too young. But it is very realistic for a 4-year-old to learn a little script and learn these skills. I've worked with so many 4-year-olds, and they blow my mind away. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Commercials that we do, a little Jello and M&M commercial.
Yes.
Like that. They're super smart.
They are very, very smart. So starting at 4 years old is very realistic.
Yeah, and communicating at that age, and our 4 to 6-year class is super cute. They have so much fun. They do characters and improv, and we help with memorization and again building confidence. It's really good for them to start going into a classroom environment and not being so hung up on mom, and giving them a little bit of independence.
Right. It's amazing how a 4-year-old can memorize a little script, even if they can't read. I've had kids go up there and do their scripts because they've memorized it, and another kid just watch it a few times, and boom, they've got it.
They can retain that information. I do teach a lot of our 4 to 6-year-old classes. I really love that age group, and I really connect with that age. But I'm amazed, and I'm so proud when they succeed in the class, and they're winning. I like that.
So let's take a look at a video of some of the acting classes. You cover starting from 4-year-old up to ageless, like we said. Yeah. So let's take a look.
Okay. 4 to 6-year-old program is an on-camera, creative, confident acting class that's geared toward non-readers, not only to build confidence and self-esteem, but to prepare the young student for working in the industry. The on-camera 7 to 10-year-old acting class is very well-rounded. Students train in commercials, cold reads, improv, auditioning, beginning scene study, also building confidence and self-esteem and preparing them for the industry. Our on-camera teen acting program is a great class to prepare students for getting involved in the industry. They work on many techniques of commercials, cold reads, improv, things like public speaking, confidence, monologues, and scene study. The adult acting program is for adult actors who want to break into the industry and pursue the business. They work on many techniques of the business of on-camera training, TV, commercials, film, auditioning, preparing them for breaking into the business. We have a modeling program that we do here at the Maile School. We have a Saturday class that we do for kids and teens, and then we also have an adult professional modeling program. In all the modeling programs that we do here, all the students train in runway, print modeling, TV modeling, commercial, informal, interviewing. They all get to experience a professional photo shoot, and they all get to model in a fashion show that we do at the mall. In the professional modeling program and our Saturday modeling program that we do for kids and teens, all students get to experience a professional photo shoot, and we work with them on photo posing in front of the camera, also building confidence for the camera. We also work on print modeling, brochure modeling, and the different type of opportunities that's out there for photography.
So we just showed a couple of videos. We showed the modeling aspect of the Maile School. And before that, we were showing, what was the one? We showed the acting one. So I wanted to ask you about the acting one, because we talked about all ages taking this class, and for obvious reasons, people take it for acting. Some children take it for, you know, to build self-confidence, public speaking skills, etc. But do you ever have professionals take this class for themselves other than for acting reasons?
Oh yeah, people do it for career development. They do it to for interviewing if they're maybe seeking employment. They do it for interviewing skills. They do it for public speaking. We have salespeople come in and take it because, you know, acting is all about selling yourself. So we have a lot of professional people come in. We had attorneys that come in and take it. I can't say names, but we had some attorneys that come in, and they were courtroom attorneys, and they wanted it more for the stage presence and things like that. So yeah, people have different reasons for coming in, not just to get into the business of acting and modeling and being in a commercial or a TV show or a film, but some people do it just for fun, for social, maybe to meet people, because you certainly bond with people that you meet in the business and in the class too.
Yes, actually, it's a very unique bonding experience in this industry. So that's a good point. I personally took my first acting class because I initially wanted to be a director, and I was very shy. And so I figured I need to learn how to be an actor before I can direct anyone, right? I need to know what this feels like. And I also wanted to break out of being that shy kid. And so that's why I took my first acting class. And it really did help me, as you can tell, overcome my shyness.
Look at you now. Okay.
And the funny thing is, I took several acting classes and I realized how much fun it was. So even though I worked in production for probably over 10 years before I really got into the acting, I just had so much fun with it that it helped me to expand my career and basically work on both sides.
It is a lot of fun. I mean, we want our students to have fun and leave here happy. If they have a good experience, because life can be so tough outside the Maile School doors, but when you're in here, it's a safe, fun environment. And that's what we want in all of
That's exactly what it provides. And, you know, it goes back to that theory of escapism.
Yes.
Whether you're in it or you're watching it, it still provides that sense of escapism. So that's one reason I love acting. I just get to play other people and escape from my own life.
There you go. I get it. I get it.
And we took a peek at a modeling video too, which is so cool. I mean, your school is really so diverse. You just have something for everybody. And you do something unique with the modeling as well. You provide fashion show opportunities for the students, don't you?
We do. We partner with Mall at Millennia. We partner with Macy's, Bloomingdale's, and we've kind of added that to the curriculum. So with the modeling class, when they take the program, they learn the different techniques of the industry. But they also, one of the classes is their like finale class. They get to actually be in a fashion show, and they have that fashion show experience feel where they come in and they have a fitting and they get their makeup done. They have a rehearsal, and then they get to model in front of a live audience. And so it's good experience, but they also get to add it to their resume for actual work.
Right.
And I'd love to be able to give them that finale, and they get to be up in front of people and kind of showcase what they learned in our program. So it's really not just for the kids, but we do it for the teens, and we also have it for our adult modeling students too. So because, you know, Macy's, they provide clothes for everybody and everybody needs to shop. So, but we're really excited to be able to partner with those big name companies, and that they let us come in and they trust us to put on a great show. And, you know, I produce those, and I get really excited about that.
I haven't been to one. Yeah, I haven't been to one live. I need to come to a live one. I have seen the videos and they're always so great. And, you know, I just I feel so proud of the girls when they go out there, because I've been on the runway, and I know it's very intimidating to have all these eyes watching you. They're expecting perfection. And it's very awkward when you start out. And so it warms my heart to see them up there, because I know they're really stretching themselves, doing something new and being very vulnerable. Yes. And I think it's just such a great opportunity that you give them real life experience, real work experience before they graduate from the program.
Well, they're always so nervous backstage.
Yes.
And like we did in class, it's just a little bit bigger room and there's a couple more people here, but yes, but once they do it and they're up there, because when they up there, you know, I always talk about what the clothes they're wearing, and then I always talk a little bit about them and make it about them, and, you know, say that their age or little fun facts about them to make it special for them. And then when they get off, do it again. And they had a successful show. And then I feel good as a modeling teacher that, you know, I was able to add something special to their
And you give them an edge on other kids that don't get this kind of training. I have to admit, when I was, how old was I? I was probably, I don't know, I want to say 16, 17. 17 magazine put out this advertisement that they were doing a model search. And so we had to go, I think it was to Macy's in Manhattan, the big Macy's.
Oh, nice.
And in front of hundreds of people, we all had to go out on the runway strutting and try to get the attention of the model scouts. And so, you know, I always had this desire to break out of my shell. I wanted to be a model. I wanted to, you know, break out of the shyness, but I had zero training. I had zero role models, no coaches, nothing. I just got to watch the occasional fashion show on TV, you know? So I went out there dressed wrong, hair wrong, makeup wrong, shoes wrong, walk wrong, you know, and I thought you had to be really serious because all those like Victoria's Secret models are really serious.
And we don't teach that. We're not a fashion market. We teach commercial and fun and relatable.
Yes.
So yeah, but you know, a lot of those things that you see now where they have like a model search, those are usually money-making gimmicks, and those are kind of funny. And you know, they want you to come in and they say you've been selected, and it feels so nice to be selected. And then once you're selected, they want you to pay this amount of money.
Oh yeah,
that's just not right.
Yeah, I could sit here for days telling you all the scams that I fell for. You know, I grew up in the Bronx in New York, and so there were lots of advertisements about getting into the business, being a model, being an actor, and because it was really sad, and because I didn't know anybody in that particular arena and didn't have a school like the Maile School to help me, you know, I fell for so many scams. I lost a lot of money. I took a lot of bad pictures. They even chopped my hair off for one of those crazy photo shoots. It was so bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. And there still are. And I think with the internet, they're popping up even more. So I always tell my younger girls to not upload your photos to sites and give your information, because there's all kinds of bad people. You know, it might look like an amazing website and they use all these names and it's not legit. So
exactly.
Of my younger students to not get caught up in that. And, you know, they try it and then they call me and say, "Oh, Miss Debbie, they wanted me. And then I look at it, not reputable, and I'll say, no. But I do feel like I develop a trust with them, and they do trust my judgment. So I'm really happy about that. I can encourage them and get them in another direction.
Right. And that's what I want to say is that, you know, unfortunately, I had to go through the ropes the hard way, and I fell for a lot of the scams. And so it took me a long time to get it right, you know, and essentially I moved to Florida and found the Maile School.
Yay!
And the Maile School is the one that got me on the right track.
Good.
So you don't have to be in New York. You don't have to be in California. You can be here in Florida, and you'll get the proper guidance so that you can bypass all those bad people.
Yeah, bad people. I mean, some people, you know, eventually that take our class, they want to move to a different area.
Yes.
They really teach you the rules and the business. So you can take what we teach you to another market for sure. But also when you go to another market, you know, you want to get some education where you are too.
Right.
But as long as it's legitimate education.
Exactly. Sure. And you know what? It's a great market here to build that resume to take to another city.
Yes.
So you know,
somewhere.
Yeah. So I do travel,
you
know, between states, and sometimes I travel internationally. I personally haven't moved to Georgia or New York or California because I love the Sunshine State. So I am available to work in the other states, but I don't know if I would move.
I'm a Florida girl too.
I just love it here. I love warmth and palm trees.
Raised here. This is where I am, the same area. So when people say, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Florida, born and raised." They're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, you're a rare breed.
I am. Proud of it.
So Debbie, like I said, you offer something for everyone.
We do.
And in my family, I have a musician, which is my son. He does it all. He does the acting and the modeling, but he's also a musician. And in a way, you cater to musicians because you also offer vocal performance coaching.
We do. It's something we added maybe, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. We have a vocal coach, Jim Braswell, who also teaches our acting and is really good with our advanced level programs. And he's amazing. He was over at Disney American Idol. He was the top judge.
Yes.
And then when they closed that down many years ago, he would always come in for castings, and then we talked to him about it, and he became our vocal coach. And he's amazing. He does kids, teens, and adults. Even with the vocal, he does, the stage presence and, whatever someone's goal for coming in, he helps them achieve that goal. He's really good. And I think his clientele speaks for itself because people, they have a package that they buy and they keep re-upping their package and they want to continue. So we're grateful that he does that. And it's a successful vocal thing that we have here.
Yes, he's wonderful.
Yes.
He is wonderful. You're really lucky to have him. He's hard to catch because he is very busy. He's very successful. Yeah. Jim, we love you. We can't wait to have you on the show.
He's a working actor, and he's always auditioning and working and booking. He finds time to teach here at our school, and then his vocal. He does private coaching, with acting auditions as well as image and life coaching. So he's got a lot going on. But he has an office here, and he is a staple here with our school, and we love him. It's good, and students love him, so it's all good.
How can you not
love our team? If they don't love their team and they don't love who they're studying with, why are they here? So we want that experience, and he gives that experience.
Exactly. He has such a great attitude too. Let's take a look at Jim in action.
Okay. At the Maile School, we also offer vocal performance coaching, training students to prepare them for their vocal performance. The sessions are taught by Jim Braswell, who is one of our highest rated instructors, and he works so good with kids, teens, and adults.
Of a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
All the instructors that we have on staff are in the industry working in their field, and all of them have over 10 years of experience in the business, and they all bring their own personal techniques, their qualities, and their uniqueness to the classroom. Okay, so
let's take a look at her next video, which is about the image and confidence classes that are offered at the Maile School.
Confidence development program is a great class for girls, not only working on confidence and self-esteem, but life skills. They work on many techniques such as first impressions, how they present themselves, skincare, makeup, etiquette, manners, public speaking, debate, interviewing, and body language.
As a parent of a child here at Maile School, I think that it has provided an excellent training field for my daughter. She came here 6 years ago with very little experience, and it's been a tremendous boost for her in the industry.
Here at the Maile Image Modeling and Acting School, we also offer things like private coaching one-on-one. Maybe someone wants to come in and just do a skincare or a makeup class. We also offer headshot photography photo shoots. That does include the makeup with that. We have private lessons, whether it's auditioning, maybe it's etiquette, maybe it's runway, maybe it's an acting coaching audition. We have many other opportunities here at the Maile School. With the industry programs here at the Maile School, we offer our professional industry session where we take you from start to finish, where we cover things like how to get a headshot, we help you get an agent, all the do's, all the don'ts, places to avoid that are scams, how to do your resume, how to get connected with the casting directors. So we help you every step of the way here at the Maile School.
I love watching these videos because I have a personal connection to the school and I can vouch for them personally. Everything they offer is so genuine. It's truly successful. The programs are successful. And like Debbie was saying, you're working with experienced professionals who are active in the industry. So everything they offer, from the acting to the singing to the modeling to the image and confidence, is just an amazing thing to add to your resume, and just something great to offer to the children. And like we said, it goes up to any age. So whatever you're looking for, this is basically a one-stop shop school. And if you're looking for that personal development, just pay a visit to Debbie and she'll put you in the right class. So we were watching Jim in action, and I just wanted to say, wow, because these kids are going to look back years from now and they're going to realize that Jim Braswell was their vocal coach or their teaching instructor. How cool is that?
They always have fun with him too. They learn a lot and they laugh too, which is important.
Yes, he's very playful. So we just took a look at your image and confidence video.
Yes.
And I'd like you to share more about that particular class with the audience, because I know I've taught these classes personally, and not all the girls in the class are looking to be actors, but you know, they're there for other reasons.
Sure. Our image and confidence program is the class that I started with when I was 17. It's one of our most popular programs as well, because it's all about life skills, leadership. It works on etiquette, manners, posture, and poise, and how you present yourself, and debate, public speaking, body language, communication skills, and those are all the skills that you need to succeed. So this is a great class, not for modeling or not for acting, although some people come in and they say they want to get into that acting. Maybe they start with this program or modeling. This is a good class to start with, but we do so much more than modeling, acting in this class. They learn about makeup and skincare and just all of those, you know, working from the inner beauty, and then of course the outer beauty with the makeup and things like that. So we love this class.
This is definitely a life skills class that I'd recommend for everyone. I do notice that mostly girls take the class, and I can understand boys not wanting to take all of the classes in the program, but I think there are so many classes in there that the boys can benefit from as well. We do have males. We kind of have a special package for the males, which we did. One of our students just finished it, Blake, a couple months ago. He came in and took it, and he didn't want to take the skincare and makeup, and I understand that's fine. Sure. So he took the other ones because, I mean, how can anybody can learn life and posture and interviewing and debate and public speaking, and you know, like, and people can go and learn a sport, and they go to basketball practice every day. The communication skills is the same thing. Exactly. The more you do public speaking, the better you get. You're not going to take one public speaking class and all of a sudden you're a public speaker. Get better with it. So, and we really, you know, work on these, and all the classes, they're up and they're involved and they perform, participate. You're not just sitting there being lectured to. They are active in the classes that we do here. Exactly. And so for those parents that are watching and you have kids preparing for college, I would totally recommend this class because of all those skills that you just mentioned. They're going to be going through all of this during the college application process. Tell me about it. Yes. And sometimes people can't commit like to the 10-week Saturday class. So sometimes we just do private coaching one-on-one if they have something, a specific goal that they have a deadline for. Right. We do that too. So especially for the interview portion. Yes. So many people lack interview skills, and you really teach them how to navigate the interview process like a professional. Absolutely. We're teaching everybody to be professional, because when they leave us, they're our reputation. So yes. Out there being successful and winning out there, and it makes us look good because we are on their resume. We don't ever want a student to leave our school and not feel like they got something. If they didn't get something, they need to come back and let's figure out what you didn't get from us, because we want to make that happen. Exactly. Good to know. Okay, we'll be right back with Debbie after this commercial break.
At Taco John's, you can expect one thing: so good. As in quality ingredients, used in tacos and burritos made just for you. Every single bite.
So good.
Expect nothing less at Taco John's.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry. Cassidy, my tech person here, I said I might need you again.
Great. Hi, Cassidy.
She works here and she's been in some of the videos that you showed. She does our makeup and some of our acting classes too. So she's a big part of our school.
Very nice. I know she's getting some really good hands-on experience.
Yes.
So Debbie, tell us, so many students have gone through Maile School in the last 30 years. Clearly, some of them have made it as really big stars.
Yes, they have. We're proud of that because we want people to get out there and do it. Do you want to know some?
Yes, tell us.
Okay, well, let me think. There's many, because so many people do work and you don't really get famous off of a commercial, but, like all of our teachers are working, so they're professional. But some of our names that you might know, Mandy Moore.
Yeah.
This Is Us. She was also the voice of Rapunzel in Tangled. So she was one of our students when she was younger.
I love Mandy Moore.
Yes. Michael Campion. Anybody watch Fuller House? I watched House back then, but now the next generation is Fuller House. He plays Jackson, which is DJ's oldest son. He's been on that show for 5 seasons and he comes back to teach classes here and we're really happy about that.
Wow.
Jack Griffo, who I know a lot of the teens and the parents know him as Max Thunderman on Nickelodeon's The Thundermans. He's also on a Netflix show now, Alexa and Katie. So we're happy with his success and we still keep in touch with him. He's been to teach classes here when he comes back. Norm Lewis, who's from Edgewater High School. He was on the ABC show Scandal. That was a popular thriller show. And he also was Phantom in Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. So he is a great singer and has done many Broadway shows. We're happy with him. We've had Stephanie Scott, who was on Disney's Ant Farm. Aubrey People.
Love Stephanie too. My son took a class with her when he was itty bitty.
Yeah, she played Lexi Reed and that show ran forever and she's gone off and was in Wreck-It Ralph and Insidious movies and she's done well. Yeah, so we've had a lot of successful people and we continue to, and we just have a lot of working professionals that come through our school. They do commercials and Publix and Spectrum and Papa John's and Pepsi and, all of that. So.
Right. The list goes on.
It does.
Yes. I know a lot of actors that have done so many films too and television episodics and
Brandon. I don't know if you've ever worked with Brandon Larquinta. He was in Party of Five and Baywatch the movie and he found success and has done well. And I really keep in touch with them on our social media and I love to see what they're doing. So
very cool. We have a video to take a look at some of your stars that went through the Maile School. Let's take a peek at that.
Happy about that. Here at the Maile School, we've had many successful graduates, such as Michael Campion, who took our kids acting class. He is on the Netflix hit show Fuller House. He plays the role of Jackson.
Big, confident entrance. I like that.
We've also had Stephanie Scott, who was on Disney's popular show Ant Farm. She was also in the movie Insidious. We've also had Jack Griffo.
I got to meet Jack Griffo, and he plays Max Thunderman on Nickelodeon.
Everything's finally coming up, Max!
He's also on the Netflix show Alexa and Katie right now.
Whoa! My favorite part was when we got to do acting and hand gesture and we got to play games. It was exciting. I love his show.
The Maile Image Modeling and Acting School is located at 803 South Orlando Avenue in Winter Park. We are in Suite F. We are now in our new location. We have more space. We have lots of classes that we offer on Saturdays. We also do evening classes. We do classes for TV, commercial, film, acting, image, confidence modeling. We have a lot to offer here at the Maile Image Modeling and Acting School. We are partners with John Perro's casting company. one of Central Florida's top casting companies. He has cast numerous commercials, TV shows, episodics, print, right here at the Maile School. Our graduates work. We train you and prepare you for the industry, give you all the tools that you need to go out and be successful in the business. So if you're interested in image and confidence, modeling or acting, or TV commercials and film, call the Maile School today to get started.
That was a lot of information to cover today.
That was a lot, but I appreciate it.
How do you manage all of this, Debbie?
I've been doing it a long time, and I know what I'm doing, so it works. It
does work.
It does work. So
you have so much energy. I really admire you. And you're always happy.
I try to be, but I love it. If you love what you do, and it just, bottom line is, if you love what you do, you're going to win with it.
Absolutely.
Students keep us going, and success makes me happy.
Very cool. I know that's one of my favorite hashtags is I love what I do.
Yes.
Hashtag I love what I do.
That on our page. Hashtag yes.
So you mentioned
have a good team of people that makes it easy too.
Great. That's right. Actually, that's huge to everybody's success, is to have the right people on your side, the right people on your team, basically.
Absolutely.
So you mentioned at the end of your video, and this is pretty important for people to know because it also provides a great opportunity for them, is that right inside of the Maile School is John Perro's casting. Tell us about that, because a lot of the audience who's new to the industry doesn't really know what that means.
They won't know John, but they will, and they need to. We teach that. But yeah, John Perro's Casting is one of Central Florida's top casting companies. He's got a great team of people, and he holds his castings here. We partner with him. We've partnered with him for many years now. And when we moved, he was at our old location, but we moved to our new location. He has more space here now. So we're happy that when he has his auditions and castings, he holds them here. And I don't want to say it gives us credibility, because we've been credible since a long time, but it brings more, credibility to us that we have that partnership. He sits on our board of advisors. So, when I have a question about something, or, what we're teaching in our curriculum, or, questions about the business, or I go to my board of advisors, and he's on the board, and he helps me and guides me and makes sure that the Maile School is doing the right thing, because we always want to keep our information current. And it's nice to have that partnership with John Perro's casting team. He's really fun. He knows his stuff. He does very no nonsense. He's professional beyond, and he has his what he produces and his castings. It shows. So we're happy about having him.
Yes, and I can vouch for that. I mean, he runs a tight ship.
Yes.
Which, as an actor, I really appreciate, because it allows me more control over my schedule when I know I have a John Perro's casting.
Sure.
Yeah, I know that it's not going to take up my whole day. It's going to be very organized.
In and out. Come on time. Make sure you read everything.
Yes.
You leave. People come in here and they haven't read it, or they're late, and he's not putting up with that. And he shouldn't put up with that.
Right.
Like he always, this is a job interview.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to come in and be late. First of all, you're not going to get the job. So, yeah. And what he says to me, his things that he tells me, I relay to the students. I teach an industry class, and things that he tells me, I go back and tell the people, because I want them to know.
Yes.
Be prepared and not be unprepared, and not, do the right thing when they're casting with John. But John's got a lot going on. He's someone good to know.
Yes. And that's a huge advantage for your students, because like you said, it keeps the material relevant to what's happening right now in the industry.
Yep, for sure.
So that is a huge bonus to be taking classes there, because you're learning what you need to learn to get successful and do it quickly.
Well, and then they come in for their castings. They've been here. They know the Maile School. It's like a little home. Oh, I've taken, they know us, and they can come in. And I love it when I'm at the front and John's casting, they're coming in, and I see our student, like, oh, hey, and you just wave at them, and, you know who they are, and you want them to book the job,
right.
get we're happy about that.
Yeah, that's great validation for what you do, because you see it's being put to use and being put to use properly.
Yes.
Great.
Absolutely.
Well, Debbie, thank you so much for joining us today on Entertainment Buzz.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I hope they get some good information about the industry from me.
Absolutely. You've just been a plethora of knowledge for everyone today. So I encourage everyone who's interested in taking acting classes, modeling classes, image and confidence, vocal coaching, or going for private coaching to contact the Maile School. We have the website on the link below, lisamaile.com, and check them out. You can check them out on Facebook, Instagram. They're all over social media. There is no way you can miss them. They're right there in Winter Park, Florida. So give Debbie a call.
We're not going anywhere. We're always going to be here.
Yeah, they've been there for 30 years, and they're going to be there for 30 times, who knows how many more years.
Yes, exactly. We're ageless, right?
Yes. Thank you for agelessness. Okay, Debbie, thank you so much. We'll see you backstage. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for watching Entertainment Buzz. That was Debby Tapia with the Maile School. And don't feel overwhelmed. I know we gave you a lot of information today, but that's what we're here for. We're here to highlight these successes in the entertainment industry and to help the newbies in the industry, because we want to save you time and get you on the right path. So Debbie was so essential to the show today to just give you great information to get on the right path, whichever path that is for you. We want to thank our sponsor for today, which is the Tea Room Experience, located on East Church Street in downtown Orlando. You can make reservations for the weekend or order takeout. And like I've always said, there's such a unique experience, which just brings you back to an old world English tradition. And don't forget, take an etiquette class over at the Maile School and then go visit the Tea Room Experience. You'll love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. Look at that. Oh, I love tea. I love every kind of tea. I think I'm going to have some tea right after the show. And look at that tea wall in the video. I need to make a tea wall at home. That's just so beautiful. Okay, everyone, please subscribe to Entertainment Buzz through the Florida National News Network on Facebook and Instagram, on YouTube, which is where we're airing live, and of course, as well on Instagram at Jenny Rosario08. If you'd like to advertise with us, please send us an email at ads@floridanationalnews.com. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.